I hope you brought your sunscreen. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. So much firepower here. Insane action. And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
This is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Unlucky to miss with that jab. They exchange punches. Missing with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's all offense all the time. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a Coley in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
He's not your league.
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react them. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Perfect counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
How about that time counter shot? Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. These punches coming from every angle. Swing and a miss with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a Coley in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got... On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They drop their guard, they get caught. He misses with that jab. Nope, that jab not going to score. Punch, counter punch. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he misses with that jab. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Can't find a home for that jab. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a Coley in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You're going back into this. You're better than this, kid.
Here we go to the fourth round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. We wanted action, and they are delivering. That one lands. Counter punch. The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Can't find a home with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a Coley in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity. Here's the bell to start round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch could change everything in this battle. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. Couldn't land that jab. Swing and a miss with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Coley in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved. On to the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter. Well done with that counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Looking to land the hook. Trying to land that jab. He just misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about a Coley in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he after? There's the bell to start round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punching. Good punch. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a Coley in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need it. There's the bell to start round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. We've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with the jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. The courage on display here is incredible. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shots and you walk right through?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
That's counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time. A unanimous...
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
Welcome to the wonder that is the Atlantis venue. It doesn't get any more unique than this. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time now for our tale of the tape.
Antonio Tarver, 6'2" tall, with a reach of 75 inches.
And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver,
188 centimeters tall, with a reach of 191.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Antonio Tarver, multiple light heavyweight world champions, including the WBA, WBC, and IBF. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver. Of course, you remember him for what he did to Roy Jones Jr. He is the former multi-time...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So much hype. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. The hook scores. Punch, counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
This is with the jab. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook was off target. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, you know, I've been in fight.
And there's the bell for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Jab slightly off target. So far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. That hook was thrown with some bad intention. Hold that thought! Oh, that one caught Tarver clean, and he might go down. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Just misses with that jab. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The courage on display here is incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. Here we go to the fourth round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How about that time counter shot? Couldn't land that jab. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Do you believe this? That counter punch caught him clean. Two were made for each other. Insane action. Catch and shoot. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Beautiful counter shot. And that misses. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next...
There's the bell to start round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3 full-shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice counter shot. It's all offense all the time. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10. Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. Defense is not an option for these two. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good counter punch. Can't score with that jab. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. Jab misses. Did you see that? Tarver's been rocked. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it, and the fight continues. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. A pretty lopsided decision.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But even you got that magical, you have it. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we give it a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared. Fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know the name reigns heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a separate hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know my lane clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, we're out now. There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like it can't shout. I'm getting even, 4-2-3, I'm like a calm count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. It ain't a game even though I spite. They feel the presence of our zeitgeist. Our victories were written in bright lights. I'm moving like a hitman. Cause I go in and get the job done.
skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein, the gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, Irish stylish. Same shoe and